There are many functions of internal notes. You can locate the internal notes field by clicking anywhere on your listing and pulling up the quick edit box. Our team refers to internal notes during our fulfillment process. If there is an email address in the internal note and a corresponding login enlisted, then our team will take responsibility for the fulfillment of that sale. If you're set up on automation for listing and fulfillment and have to add a listing manually for some reason, it's crucial to add the proper internal note and login into Lysted. If the proper internal note and login isn't listed, our team can take responsibility for the fulfillment of that sale. If there is no internal note added, we will assume that you will be fulfilling the order yourself. Fulfillment for sales with missing internal notes will be 100% your responsibility. There are also very specific codes that you can add into the internal notes field that allow our system to make various adjustments to the listing on each individual marketplace. You can use internal notes to include or exclude the listing on specific websites, customize sections and rows per exchange, and adjust the pricing up and down per exchange as well. Marketplace inclusion notes will allow you to list tickets on a specific marketplace and exclude all others. For example, the internal note plus TM plus will post a listing on Ticketmaster resale, but remove it from everywhere else. Marketplace exclusion notes will do the opposite. These will exclude listings on specific marketplaces and include all other websites. For example, the internal note no stub will remove the listing from StubHub, but post it everywhere else. You can also customize the section name and how it displays on each website. This is commonly used for mapping errors. Oftentimes, different websites will call the same section two different names. You're able to tell the system exactly what section name you want to point to each website. Let's take this listing as an example. And let's say that on Vivid Seats, the section name is labeled Orchestra 102. You could add the internal note at section Vivid Seats, Orchestra 102. Let's say that same section on StubHub was named Floor 102. You could then add at section StubHub, Floor 102. That way your listing will display properly on each exchange and be able to be found by buyers. You can do the same thing for row values. This note is often used to mask your tickets. Many times, season seat holders will mask their row so that teams cannot identify that it's them selling their tickets. In this listing, for example, the row is row R. If we wanted to mask the listing here, we could add the internal note at row S. Be sure to always mask one row worse than your actual ticket listing. You can even customize the pricing on each website. You can adjust prices up and down on specific websites by either a dollar or a percentage amount off of the list price in Lysted. These notes will override the default markup as set by Lysted. This note, for example, will increase the price on Vivid Seats by 5%, increase the price on StubHub by $5, and decrease the price on SeatGeek by 5%. Be sure to add the negative if you want to decrease the price instead of increasing it. If you'd like to add multiple notes, you can do so. Just make sure you add a space between each note. You can mix and match different marketplaces and notes on the same listing as long as you only use one tag per marketplace. If you have both a global tag and a specific marketplace tag, the global tag will be applied to all marketplaces except for the marketplace specific tag. For example, if you have note at all %0, that would remove the markup from all websites, with the exception of StubHub and Vivid Seats. Vivid Seats in this case would increase the price by 5%. StubHub in this case would increase the price by $5.